What the fuck was that?
I guess it was the beginning of the beat.
Oh my god.
What, KT?
Hey,
KT, what you gotta say?
That was some evil ass kid at the beginning of some shit, bro.
KT acting like he ain't never heard nobody gasp before.
We played
That's
this
what
beat
that
before.
was.
It's not the first time we played this, KT.
I ain't never heard the start of it.
Well, it sounds like you hating on my musical genius right now. That's what it sounds like.
The rest of it is good. I just don't know why
I don't appreciate that shit for real. Greg.
The rest of it was good, but what about the beginning?
Yeah, like I like the rest of it. It's just like, who the fuck starts a conversation
said,
like
"What the
that? I
fuck
just
was that?"
sat down. Like,
All right, man. Hey, man, what's good? We back with another episode of the Real Rap Coalition podcast, man. This is episode 29, man. We've been at it 29 weeks straight. Consistency, nigga. Not letting up. Almost a year. Not really, but kind of, because we over half a year. But we almost at a year. So we're going to keep this shit up for an entire year, man. See how long we can, keep it going. So today we come to bring you another episode, and we are reviewing The Gift from 2015. Before we get into that, we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves. My name is Showtime Slim. Who else we got in the building?
Yo, Black Roots in this motherfucker again in the beat. Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, who else?
I am proof that sometimes a simple apology will fix everything that is fucked up in your life.
That's
We're
what
gonna
you
talk
looking
about
for
you.
That's what you're looking for your bullies to give you, bro. Just an apology.
We're going to talk about him.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Something.
All right, so we might have a couple more people come in, but we're going to go ahead and get started with this shit. So this was my pick.
Punctual podcast, god damn it.
That's a fact. Don't ask why we start on time, nigga, because we do. You know who you are. but anyway, man, this was my pick this week. 2015, The Gift, starring Jason Bateman. Is it Rebecca Hall? Roots, you got the cast? I think Rebecca Hall.
I did not pull up the cast.
Joel
Edgerton. Yeah. Well, you the cast guy. How come you don't have the cast this week?
You the cast guy.
Yeah, he the cast guy.
Well, it's like 8 different The Gift movies. I fucked around and picked the wrong one.
How? You know which one we watched?
Yeah, but
No,
I
it's
was
definitely
looking
a lot
shit, bro.
of them hoes.
It's like 8 different The Gifts. It's like
hey,
8 different The Gifts and then 3 gifts. And like it's mad movies with the gifts.
Yeah, that's true. But however, if I have the choice, I'm going to pick the one that got the people that I watched in it.
Well, look,
Jason
nigga,
Bateman.
I got it up now. Now what, nigga?
Like that's
Jason
what
Bateman, Rebecca
Now
Hall,
what?
Joel Edgerton,
the people we just said.
Allison Coleman, goddamn.
Who the fuck is that?
His name KK. It's Tim Griffin, nigga. His nickname is KK. That's kind of all right. Whatever.
Let his name be KK, bro.
Did you say Dan yet?
Dan.
Danny? Talking about Danny?
No, I'm talking about Greg.
Oh yeah. Danny. Goddamn.
No, Greg.
Well, he said Dan. I see a nigga named Danny.
His name is Dan.
Hey, who is it? What's his name, KTL?
That nigga's name is David. Stupid. I'm looking at it. Dumb fuck. You don't even know who you are.
Hey, what character you talking about, Roots?
Greg.
His name David?
His name is David. David Denman.
Yeah, Den. My bad, Den. Yeah, there we go.
Den. This nigga. He full of shit, bro.
I'm gonna let her off.
Why you chop his last name in half just so you can try?
You don't even got a name. I don't want to hear nothing. Get an identity first.
Hold it down, Den. Hold it down, Roots.
Thanks.
All right, we got John Deere just joined the stream. Who that is? John Deere, introduce yourself. He might not be ready to introduce himself. Go ahead. Let's go ahead, Roots. You can go ahead about the characters and the cast.
But yeah, goddamn. The most familiar face besides Jason Bateman, Rebecca Hall. I'm about to go through her shit because I'm not gonna lie, she was really good.
Jason
Godzilla
Bateman,
versus
Rebecca
Kong.
Hall.
I never seen. Oh shit! Wait a minute, they got a second one coming out. That's crazy.
I've seen it.
So was she in that one?
If they say she was, she was. I don't remember.
Well, no, let's say the second one. Okay, here you go. Here's the first one. Eileen Andrews. That's who she played in Godzilla versus Kong. And then goddamn The Listener that came out this year, so I definitely didn't see it.
What's the notable ones that you might have seen or heard of? We got Art
Be
just
real with you,
joined the
bro.
building too, man.
Let me be real with you, bro. I don't see
You don't know
nothing that I've seen
anything from
before.
Rebecca Hall?
Yeah, like I know. Oh, wait a minute. That's the girl from Iron Man 3, ain't it? Yep, I'm looking at it right here. Maya Hansen.
She was in The Town. Also, I seen The Town.
I ain't seen that shit in mad long, so. But yeah, she played the assistant doctor, or like the main doctor from Iron Man 3. She ended up getting shot and shit towards the end. But yeah, she actually did really well.
She was in The Prestige. She was a dude wife. The one that killed herself. Yep. Sarah. She was in The Prestige.
Oh, yep, there you go. Sarah, yep.
I think Sarah was the one that killed herself, committed suicide.
Yeah, she was the one. She fucking hung herself and shit.
Yeah, that was her. Now, I will say, the appearance, I didn't really notice it. Like, I didn't realize that they was the same person, but it's almost a decade difference in between those two movies. So, but yeah, I think she did a good job. Jason Bateman, he's the most familiar cast member, of course.
Actual.
He's in a lot of stuff.
Theft, Horrible Bosses 1 and 2. I think it's
he's in Ozark. He's
Ozark,
in
of course. Which I'm actually about to get ready to watch that song.
Hancock. He was in
he got a voice acting role in Zootopia. My daughter loved that movie. Goddamn Game Night. I've seen that before. He's in the Muppet. He does a cameo in the newest Muppet series, the one that started up in 2015. Oh shit, he was in Central Intelligence with The Rock and Kevin Hart. I don't remember who he was, but he was there.
What about Joel Edgerton? So Joel Edgerton, he directed this, he wrote it, he produced it, and he also acted in it. So salute to him. That shit is pretty fire.
You think they get like multiple checks or just one big ass one when they do shit like that?
I mean, I don't know. Either way, he getting all that.
It's probably percentages. Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah, he's getting all the money from doing all the different things. So,
wait a minute, is that? He is in the Obi-Wan Kenobi miniseries.
I've never seen it.
Really? I started watching it. I ain't finished it.
You a wild boy, son.
So you knew this guy before this 2K2?
Who, Joel Edgerton? Yeah.
Yeah. I knew his name. I don't know if I know him from anything.
I've seen him in a couple of things. He's not, like, it's not
I've
like
seen
a super
Smoking
well-known
Aces, but
Here's a question,
I don't remember him in
Slim. What made you pick this movie, man?
So this is actually a movie that I had seen. I watched it last year, I believe. And what happened was I was watching it, and then in the middle of me watching it, I'm like, wait, this shit really seemed familiar. And so as I'm watching, I'm like, okay, I've seen this before. And I start figuring out, I know what the plot twist is going to be. I know what's about to happen next. So I came to the realization that this is a movie that I had seen before. I just forgot about it. And for me, what I said when I picked it last week was that I'm a
pulls up.
My genre is like thriller. I'm a thriller guy, and so I felt like it's been a while since we watched like a thriller or something. Hold on, I'm trying to. It's been a while since we watched like a thriller or something, so I was just trying to get back to my roots. Pause. I said that last week too.
What's happening?
It's my roots, not his. Pause. But yeah, so that's pretty much. But hold on, let me see if I can get pull-ups up real quick.
All right. So with that being said, we can go ahead and start talking about the movie, man. Spoiler alert: there will be spoilers discussed in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, movie is about Jason Bateman and Rebecca Hall are a couple. They've moved, I believe, from Chicago. They said to escape some past hardships, relationship problems, etc. Get a new start, try to start a family. He's got a good, job, etc. Right? So as they're setting up within the new house, they, Simon, who is Jason Bateman, sees an old acquaintance of his that it says he doesn't fully remember, named Gordo, or Gordon, is his real name. And, he seems like a pretty friendly guy, whatever, he's trying to catch up, etc. He, goes through a period of time, shout out Gordo right there. He goes through a period of time, where he brings him different gifts and, offers to just try to like have them comfortable in their new surroundings. And, over the period of time, Simon is increasingly uncomfortable with, Gordon's attempts at friendship with him and his wife, and everything kind of deteriorates. And, that's about as spoiler free as I can be. It gets crazy, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of the uncomfortability with the him popping, it was like him popping up and just leaving these gifts. Like he's on these people's property, like he's basically invading their space. Like, yeah, he showed up and put a bunch of fishes in a bunch of fish. Excuse me, fish.
Christ.
He put a bunch of fish in a fucking pond or whatever that was. They had
koi. You feel me?
Yeah, and so he's just on these people's property all the time, leaving shit, showing up unannounced, just a bunch of shit. And dude, he got sick of it. He was like,
Hey, before we continue, like personally, let's have the other cast members, you know what I'm saying, introduce themselves to the people and whatnot.
Hold on, bro. One of them is shy.
Yeah, I told him to do that a long time ago. Who else are either one of y'all here?
Bitch ass niggas, I've been here for 5 minutes. What is you niggas talking about?
He wants you to say something. He wants you to say something.
My background was noisy, or I've been would have said something. Salute to you, Roots, though, for noticing this shit. This fuck
it
nigga
ain't
who
busy no more, huh?
But didn't I let you up and then you must have left?
I never left. That was somebody else. That was probably John.
No, that was I think that was John. Yeah, that
was John Deere.
Yeah, John got to stop this shit, man. What's wrong with this nigga? I didn't. That John Deere was him. Okay.
That nigga show up for attendance and leave class.
I'm not even gonna do this with you
because I didn't look at it. I just let somebody up. I said,
Art in the building.
Yo, Art, say something, cuz.
If he not here, he not here. If he here, he here. That makes sense. I'm not finna just hold up the show waiting for the shit.
Yeah, nah, that's what you in a blendy blender.
You should have kept this nigga quiet.
Go with this shit. Y'all ask that man for bro.
It wasn't me. Roots told that nigga to talk.
Wasn't me. Face ass. Shut up, nigga.
All right. So with that being
bitch
said,
than Greg
man,
is, Roots. You more of a bitch than Greg.
Said, man, first off, let's
that
talk
type
about
of bitch don't fucking
movie, man.
exist in real
Hold on,
life.
Greg talking. Go ahead, Greg.
Let's talk about the acting in the movie, man. How'd y'all feel about the acting that was done? You know what I'm saying? How everybody played their role and shit.
I think what's the awkward nigga? Gordo. Joel Edgerton. Mm-hmm. I think it takes like I don't know, like how do you get in the mindset to just be a weird nigga, bro? Like that nigga played a weird nigga really well. And also, I guess this is just white people being white people, but what's her fucking name? Goddamn
Rebecca Hall.
Robin.
Super nice white lady for no fucking reason letting this random ass stranger in her house continuously.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like y'all got that perspective. Like I really wasn't tripped out on no shit like that. Like at no point.
Yeah, because you be letting niggas in your house too.
If you say so. At no point did I feel like this motherfucker was really just out here like doing some weird like pressing the issue shit up until like shit started to hit the fan. Like a motherfucker was like, like he overly nice. That's a bit quirky, but it's not intimidating. It's not suspenseful. A motherfucker left you some fish, bro. Why are you pissed? Like,
bro, I'm pissed because you pulled up to my house breaking the nigga house.
He didn't break into nobody crib in the front yard.
Before that, when he first started showing up, bro.
Picture
this nigga, you pulled up, asked where I was. My wife said I'm not home. I'm at work. At that point, go the fuck home. Why the fuck you still here?
Now, if you
Archer background too. Hold on. Archer
if
background,
you have
bro.
the legitimate argument that like a motherfucker shouldn't be there with your bitch while you not there, that's fine, right? That's a fair argument. All I'm saying is a motherfucker wasn't even acting like that. He was acting like, oh man, I don't like that this guy keeps leaving us some presents, and like I don't like that he keeps doing this stuff for us. It's kind of weird, ain't it?
I think it's more that he just didn't like the nigga.
I'm about to say it's because he's a cynical dickhead. He knew what he did.
It ain't even about he didn't like him. Like, get off my dick, bro. Like, I ain't seen you in 25 years.
That
Why
too.
you on my dick?
Hey, Pools, that too.
He's a dickhead. He knew what he did.
I don't care, nigga. Stop sending me gifts, nigga. I feel like you trying to like flirt with me or something, nigga. Like,
that boy felt guilty. He was like, hey, bro, I told the whole world that you was like a homosexual and shit, and like,
no, he just didn't like. But
that nigga didn't feel guilty. Did you watch the movie? He didn't.
No, but not like guilt. But he's sitting there. He's like, hey man, get the fuck away from me. Quit being nice to me. I was a dickhead.
I think he just ain't fuck with the nigga, bro. He thought the nigga was a weirdo. That's why they like he told him like the nickname. He said that everybody used to call him a weirdo, and he wrote like I think he just thought the nigga was weird and he ain't fuck with him.
Which also shows how corny white people are when it comes to bullying. The worst thing they could come up with was weirdo Gordo. That shit lame as fuck.
Probably was like in middle school or something.
And this was probably like in the 80s or 90s, Roots.
I don't give a fuck, bro. And they said they was in high school. Them niggas lame as shit. Like, bro, and then
Gordo the weird.
Gordo,
that shit don't even rhyme.
Beat somebody the fuck up at the line on him.
Yo, what up, Art?
How you be a bully 20 years later, bro? What you trying to do? Like,
cause he ain't get beat the fuck up, bro. That shit gets beat out of niggas eventually.
Yo, let this Darth Vader ass nigga talk, bro. Go ahead.
Fine, bro. Dang.
Oh, is something wrong with my audio?
You good now? You good now?
Oh, all right, but yeah. I know. Y'all pretty much hitting like all the points that I was gonna say though, as far as like just the logic of these niggas of like. He knew that he was a dickhead to this nigga in high school and shit. Like he shouldn't have been.
They didn't know that. The wife didn't. The wife didn't know that.
No, he knew. I'm talking. Simon knew. He knew.
Yeah. Even if I hold a nigga in high school though, that don't mean I'm gonna see him now and home now. Like I'm grown as hell. I ain't gonna hold you now. So I mean, I would have been nice to the nigga.
He pretty much ruined that nigga's life in high school, bro.
But he didn't know that. Like.
Yeah,
what type of bitch ass nigga are you to get your life ruined while you in high school? Bitch, you got 25 more years of life and you still talking about some high school shit. Go get
your life ruined.
Hey, bro, he had the whole high school. He had the whole high school thinking he was gay, bro.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Puos, but
this was like back in the day at the same time. So you gotta think.
To murder him, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Did he succeed in it though?
Nigga, what? What is that to say?
Bro, niggas like have been trying to murder me before. Like, I'm here though. It wasn't my father, but nigga, I'm here.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's the difference.
Hey, KTL, if your dad try to like burn you alive, you're gonna be traumatized, huh?
Here's what I'm saying, Slim, is that like it's one thing where like oh, motherfuckers in my high school thought I was gay. Oh, like being a bitch, like that'd be one thing. But this had far-reaching ramifications beyond just high school people saying bad things about you, bro. Like your own parent tried to murder you. Like, what are we doing here? That's not some bitch ass shit.
Nah, it is though. You tripping.
So, to the original point that Roots was making about the acting of it, I think two things. I think one, he did a real great job playing a fucking awkward, weird kind of guy,
fucking lunatic.
But also since he wrote it, he kind of probably had the vision of what the fuck he was supposed to be, and so he was able to embody that fucking shit like to the T because it was his vision type shit. So maybe that added to why he was able to do that so well. I don't know.
Shout out to them, man.
Right, maybe that nigga just a good actor, bro. I don't know.
That too.
Let's delve a little bit more into the plot. So you got this dude, right? He was a fucking asshole in motherfucking high school. He's still an asshole to this day. I wouldn't say that he bullies. I wouldn't say that he bullies his wife. Like some of the like, there was a point where the pill shit came up with his wife, right? And like, I can understand. Like, I think most niggas would say that he probably considers himself at this point a high value man, right? And that's like a stain on his jacket. His wife
fucking this, like you doing the Andrew Tate shit. Like I didn't even know. I didn't even know niggas use that phrase in real life. But I understand. I see what you're saying.
But yeah, like, so like
that shit kind of crazy.
He growing his career. He going down his little shit. You know what I'm saying? Moving up in his shit and whatnot. And he got a badass wife. But if your wife on drugs and shit, that look like a stain on your jacket. So when he pressed her about the drugs and shit, I didn't think there was much of a problem with it. She not ugly.
I thought she looked
in the standards of white people,
right there, fire.
In the standards of white people, she is fire.
With her bulls.
I definitely do.
So here's what I'm saying.
What about Art?
Bro.
Let's get Art opinion. Art, you fuck with her? Art don't like white people.
You kind of answered your own question, nigga. Like
I think I'm trolling. I kind of think I'm trolling.
I kind of believe you.
That's why he don't want to answer. Go ahead, man. Y'all go ahead.
That nigga wife over there, he can't talk how he wants to talk.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy.
Art might not be a high value man.
Christ. Who are you to disturb?
Yo, that's
hey
crazy.
man, here's what I'm saying, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
That motherfucker, like that boy Jason Bateman was a bitch, boy. He like through the entirety of this movie, that motherfucker was pussy as shit, boy.
So you empathize with Gordo?
I don't care about it. Here's right. Here's what I'm saying, right? Is that Gordo is a fucking weirdo. Like at the towards the end of the movie, he really kicked into weirdo mode at the last 30 minutes. But the entirety of this movie, a lot of this shit.
You feel like he was innocent, kind of, right?
I don't know because the motherfucker. What?
I asked you, did you thought he was innocent? Because like earlier,
here's what I'm saying, right? A motherfucker probably had the ending makes it seem like he had a plan the whole time, right? So it might have just shifted in the third gear regardless. But a lot of this shit might have been able to be avoided if he wasn't just such a bitch. Like the whole shit.
Might be right.
You went out there. You antagonizing this motherfucker who really at this point ain't did nothing except for some shit. Like I said,
be specific.
Fair,
what part
but
did
he
he
never,
what
he
did
never
he do?
said that shit. Root said it's fair if you don't want him being with your bitch in your crib. That's a fair point. But he never said that. He was unhappy that a motherfucker was out here trying to be nice to him because he knew he did some fuckery to this dude. He could have avoided a lot of this shit. He starts talking crazy about the guy, to the guy. He finally, his bitch presses the issue with him. He don't ever go apologize to this dude. He goes and, tries to get active with
that nigga tried to bully him into accepting his apology. That's insane.
That nigga say, accept my apology.
He only ever got active with,
No, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Bitches, boy.
I want to ask you a question, though.
With Danny. He got active with Danny. Get the fuck on.
I want to ask you a question though. You saying this okay, he didn't want to be mean to the nigga because he know he did him wrong or something in his past, right?
He is the epitome of whenever they say bullies fuck with people that they can get away with.
This is my question for you though. We all been on Discord for 4+ years. What if a random weird nigga like Lil Kate happened to run across you? Oh, it's KTL, and he's showing up at your house. You not going? What are you gonna do? You gonna just
up something on that?
He's not gonna like it.
He's not gonna like it,
something on that.
But your wife, let's say you had a wife. Your wife, nah, he needs a friend. And
here's the problem.
My wife not going.
Here's where the difference. Here's where the difference shows up, bro. Is it in this scenario? This motherfucker, I don't know what the context was when they were in high school. I don't think dude did nothing to him. He was just out here, talking crazy. He just went and told everybody that this dude had got touched on by a grown dude.
Why he
just did some mean girl shit?
Why he just didn't say it didn't happen?
This, you would have to pick somebody that I actively antagonize who never did no shit to me that pulls up later. You know what I'm saying?
How about Art? Art pull up to your goddamn house.
Beating the shit
Speaking
out
of Art, speaking of Art just pulled back up just in time. Just in time.
But anyway,
he said he gonna beat your ass, Art.
Yeah, don't be. Hey, you don't even like white women. You in the crib with my bitch. I know something untoward is happening. But
untoward.
Oh yeah, that's another thing, bro. I come home and this is the Gordo nigga in there with my bitch. I'm gonna think something up. Like, how did you get in here, nigga?
You see a nigga in your crib looking like this.
I don't think
I
don't think he was ever there. Like, I don't think he ever like pulled up while dude was there with his bitch. He pulled up after.
The moment this nigga sending gifts to your house and you ain't even give him the address, bro, that's a done deal.
Oh, that's
because like when
I think the address shit kind of fucked him up at first.
Well, no, when that address shit happened, I was like under the assumption because like he seen him at that store and they was finna deliver that bitch. I figured
that's what happened.
Got that bitch there.
Yeah, that's weird though.
Yeah,
why the fuck you looking at my goddamn my mail?
I think
nigga?
What happened?
He heard him.
He heard him.
Yeah.
He heard him.
Even still, I didn't say that shit to you. You don't use information that I didn't.
You don't
tell
use information.
Hey, Ruth. Hey, Ruth. Let me tell you what. No. Let me tell you what the problem is. Then this is the problem. Then what happens is, he see him at the store and he hears the address when the cashier says the address. Okay, so he got your address and he didn't ask for it. You didn't give it to him. So he sends a gift over there. The problem is, you accepted that first gift and you ain't tell him shit. Then he pulled up immediately after. You still didn't tell him shit. So basically, you allowed him to do this from the beginning,
and that's
what encouraged him to keep.
That's why Simon is pussy as fuck. Because nigga, you didn't tell this nigga your address. He sent some gifts. Then he pull up. And I'm not home
from the beginning if he had a problem.
At that point,
then he wait till it's too late.
At that point, I'm gonna say something. If you pull up after that, I gotta put hands and feet on you.
And why he act like he didn't know that nigga too though? Remember when he walked out the store? He
definitely
told his
like
I don't even know.
But hold on, hey Art, your background, bro, your background. But Puos, it had been like over 20 years or something, probably. So he didn't recognize that nigga. Like,
here's what I'm saying, bro.
He didn't recognize him. Oh yeah, Gordo. He said my name's Gordon. Nigga said, oh Gordo.
Nigga, I think that's the point where he recognized him though.
No, they walked out of the store after that. It was like,
he was saying, yeah, he was saying at the first half of the conversation he didn't know who he was talking to.
Boy, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's how I got it too. Like he recognized him in the middle of once he said what his name was.
Okay.
Bro, all I'm saying is that a lot of this shit was like they was out here like you out here just fucking with some shit that you ain't got no business fucking with. Like right, they go over to what they think is his dude crib. He lead them there, you know what I'm saying, and go do what the fuck he go do. I don't care, what scenario I'm in where somebody left me. I'm not just finna go explore the rooms in a crib.
That's white people shit, bro.
Let me tell you what these dumbass niggas did too.
Go ahead, Art.
All right, he leave him in that crib. He said I'm gonna be 5 minutes. These niggas take 3 minutes talking shit about the nigga, and then decide to 2 minutes later to go creeping around into the house.
Digging through rooms and
hey, look though. So what I think about that is. Hey, Art, mute up, bro.
They gonna make Art mute up every time he ain't talking. Y'all gonna...
He should. Yeah, he should mute up every time he's talking. He should say something and then mute. But what I think goes along with that is that when y'all say everything could have been avoided, I feel like the shit that they did that shouldn't have been done was, first of all, why would he write that on that board? Like, what would make you write something on a board? Like, you're telling your wife they used to call him Gordo, the weirdo or whatever. But what would make you go write Gordo?
Because they trying to
in my house. I don't think.
No. I understand that. I understand that. But what would make you think,
bro? Because they're building up.
They building up. Yeah, I did write that.
They building up to the bully shit, Slim. Like they.
No. I get it from the perspective of them making a movie, but I'm saying like in real life. What would make you go up and write that on the board?
I believe his character will really do the shit he was doing. I believe he would really do that.
He was the type of nigga, bro. He was the type of nigga that. Listen, bro. When he was in high school, he was the type of nigga he'll make up rumors about you and shit. He'll motherfucking write weird shit on the mirror in the bathroom like a bitch.
Yeah, but he a grown ass man now.
Yeah, but he's still, bro. He's
still
bully as a
Come on, bro. We grown ass man. We do the same shit.
All right,
no, we don't.
I don't write on.
No. We don't write. We don't write on bars. I'm talking about the way like the shit we say about each other. Like.
Let me say this, Art. So if I had something like that to say, that's something that I would say verbally, like you said, right?
Why am I
not going to write up there?
You looking at it in a different. To me, I feel like he's doing that shit, like he's bullying in front of his wife, like how you make fun of a nigga who's
dominance and shit.
Yeah, let me say the moment that they when they was talking all that shit in that room about him, I knew the nigga was.
Well, I was gonna say that too, Art. I was saying that too. Like that's another situation to where. Why are you in his house talking crazy?
No, bro.
He can have cameras and all kind of like you.
That nigga didn't give a fuck, bro.
I think it's both.
Yeah,
I think both of those go hand in hand.
I don't think because like that shit right there, you know what I'm saying? That's some goofy shit, but I get that. Here's what I'm saying. That shit where he had that shit wrote on that board and marked through. Why are you keeping a note of your shit talking? Is it for later so you can walk by your fridge?
No point of doing
that. Is it so you can walk by your fridge, look at that bitch, be like, haha, I did say that.
I don't even think his wife looked at it.
You take him.
No, but I'm saying I don't even think she walked up and looked at it. He just wrote that down.
Like I'm just saying, bro. Like a motherfucker. Like what is it? Like your ego. Like this motherfucker is an unhinged narcissist.
It's two opposites at the same time because his wife is
an unhinged narcissist.
She's the opposite of him.
Yeah, his wife not. His wife is super nice, and bro just a bitch ass hoe ass nigga. Like so. I mean, he would do that, bro. He would definitely.
Now, his wife was very nice, and she
too
gave
goddamn
him
nice.
Yeah, like
I think the wife being like super nice to the point of
neither of them were correctly adjusted.
Like idiot,
hey man, stop talking
idiot
about
activity.
So I can hear y'all niggas.
It's just for her to. It's kind of I ain't gonna say bad writing, but I would just say kind of give the audience maybe the wife is fucking with the Gordo nigga. Like that's right. Like
I don't think that at all. I just think she's really nice. Like
even Simon was
they were just two opposite.
I am your father, nigga. Shut your ass up.
Your mic fucked up, brother.
Yeah, they were just two opposite extremes, and it served to tell a story. Like he was a dickhead to everybody, and she was too nice. Like neither of them were well-adjusted adults.
Well,
but I think it's partially hinted, like due to like their fucking emotional turmoil they had gone through the suggested miscarriage that they had dealt with before the fucking movie began. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers be like dealing with emotional trauma in different ways, and this is not an excuse. This is just like a part of the writing of the character, in my opinion.
Hey, all right. The reason I think it's kind of good writing is because it kind of adds to let's say his wife was on the same page as him. Gordo wouldn't have been able to do any of that psychological manipulation shit that he was trying to do because his wife would have been right along with him. The reason he was able to pull that shit off was because his wife wasn't with that bullshit that he was doing. And Gordo was able to like kind of pull the strings to make his wife look at him different while also because you remember the scene where after he got his ass whooped, he went to the hospital and he had the flowers and shit.
He had an arm in a sling.
He had a sling on. His face was fucked up. She was like, "What the fuck happened to you?" She was like, "Did Simon do that?" And pretty much that was kind of like the last straw.
In which she knew that when she seen him.
You know, right? Funny though.
Well, she had already said she was separating from him before then.
But KTL, she said that, and then he said, "All right, look, I gotta go here or whatever, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it." But I think what happened when Gordo walked in and she was like, "Did Simon do that to you?" I felt like that was the last straw because after that, she didn't even want to talk to the nigga. Like they closed the blinds on him.
Hey, Puos, what's that? What's that cold ass shit you said?
Whoever
said in that hole?
Oh, that's at the end of that bitch when he flipped that shit on him. Like, damn, I ain't write it down, but he was like, "It's amazing." Like, what up? Damn,
I know what you're talking about. He said, it was the poison.
It was something like it was like poison. Like he don't know. Like,
he said, see what happens when you poison other people's minds. What I did,
exactly.
Like, and that's
so that nigga don't know if it's his.
Like he really like Simon did some fuckery, but like he amplified some shit with some. So like it's what people say whenever they trying to convince large groups of people of propaganda. You give them a bit of the truth and then make up some lies that sound correct with it. So people know like what you told them is the truth, and they don't question the rest of it. So like, dude really did pull up and like press the issue with him and put hands on him and shit, but he ain't fuck his arm up and like beat his face up and all type of shit.
No, that was that manipulation shit that he was pulling.
That's what I was thinking too.
He
like
took a piece of the truth and made a lie out of it.
When I seen that nigga in the sling, like at the end of the when he walked off and took it right
he
before
took
he
that
took the
bitch
sling,
up.
I was like, bro, that nigga didn't even beat your ass like that. Why you got to sling? Why you got to sling? Then he took that hoe off. I'm like, oh, he just a bitch ass nigga. He just trying to hold that. I'm like, oh, okay, because I know
that shit worked though.
He ain't beat buddy ass like that.
So
he just
this is what I was thinking though. When I seen it and the scene where that happened and Simon was on the floor like upset and shit, and his wife. What I was thinking was, bro, you got a whole tape. He gave you the evidence. Like you have a tape that proves everything. This nigga was in your house.
Not exactly
with your wife.
Don't mean that don't.
How?
He wore a monkey mask.
What are you saying though?
It's him.
What are you saying though, Slim? That don't matter. Like he don't give a fuck about going to jail.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about that.
So what do you? Go ahead.
First thing first, the nigga's wife. Nigga, show your wife this.
For what? What is it? For what though?
Because clearly Simon, he wanted to be with his wife. He wanted to be with the baby. She wasn't fucking with him because of all this shit. If you show her this tape,
all this shit.
No, hold on. Let him finish.
Yes, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, if you show her this tape of a nigga standing over her, putting her in the bed with a monkey mask, she know it's not Simon. So Simon, if you show her this video, yeah, of course.
I gotta hear this shit. I gotta hear.
If you show her this video, Simon, she will see that this Gordo nigga is as fucked up as you was trying to make her sing. Because what she said, but she said something. It was a line of dialogue that she said, and she was like, I knew I wasn't crazy or something, and you let me believe I was, or some shit along the lines of that.
Yeah.
If he showed her that video of what this Gordo nigga did while she was unconscious,
the problem is the end result there is that now she don't fuck with Gordo and she don't fuck with you.
That's not true.
This is why. But you don't think that she would look at that and say, if you wasn't an asshole in the first motherfucking place and actually wouldn't apologize?
Okay, Roots. Maybe that is an outcome. Maybe it's not. However, let me address what y'all just said. There's nothing that says she didn't fuck with Gordo at this point. Gordo walked in that room and gave her some flowers. She was okay with it. She never had an issue with Gordo.
No,
I got a point also though. I got a point also. Like, I think you just looking at it. Well, everybody's looking at it from one way. If he go in there, either Gordo said, "Nigga, you want me to tell her, or you can tell her." Either way, he said that off top.
Yeah, and I think he should have told her.
Well, hold on, exactly. But I don't even think he just wanted to hold Simon in the first. But he don't give a fuck about that.
I know.
Number 2 though, nigga, you don't know how you think that woman who's been going through all this shit gonna react when she found out she could have possibly been raped and got impregnated by
like she got
you looking at it in one way. It's a whole nother psychological like you tripping.
I mean, I feel you, but if you was in Simon's position, then what would you do?
Bro, that's why I'm giving the movie an extra 0.5 points, because that was fire. I don't know what I would do.
That tape serves as evidence.
Hey, bro, here's
first of all,
who the fuck bro? It happened. Who cares
for
about
Simon?
Evidence?
I'm looking at it from Simon's point of view, like you said.
But what do you mean though, bro? Y'all gonna be a happy family after you show her this? Like, what are you saying?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like you I just don't know what's.
Yeah,
burn the other bridge too, and that's fine.
Well, the problem is he don't have no more bridges to burn. Like she's done. She's done with him completely.
So what's the end? Who, bro? No,
I don't know. But
bro,
what do you just want? Mad right now. Like, what do you want to happen?
Yeah, what do you want to happen, bro?
Like,
maybe I'm thinking maybe she won't think this nigga is as, because she really look at this nigga like the devil at this point.
No, she don't, bro.
She do, because. Well,
she might but
when I say the devil,
when I say the devil, my bad. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
Well, when I say the devil, I mean because of the things she said about how I knew I wasn't crazy or whatever, and you made me believe that I was type thing. Well, what I'm saying is what he was saying about Gordo was not wrong. And if he shows her that tape, it will confirm that this nigga wasn't just bullying Gordo. He wasn't just saying that shit just to say it. That's how I'm looking at it.
That's cool.
I think that tape serves to show who this nigga Gordo is to the wife.
I understand that. That's a good. Okay, he can show her that, and then what?
I mean,
either way, bro,
he's already lost her.
Let's say none of this shit even happened.
Two separate points.
Let's say Gordo didn't even rape her or whatever he did.
Facts.
Bro, you can make up with your bitch, bro. It's not like she giving up completely. She didn't show no signs of that, bro. She got a brand new baby. You think she gonna do it by herself? She ain't got no job, nigga. You ain't even thinking about that, bro.
Nah. So from what I got from it, she's completely done with him.
You don't know that, bro.
That's what I got, because I thought whenever they was in the hospital and he told her that we'll talk about it when I come back, that's when I thought, okay, he has a chance to make up with her. But once she seen Simon and what he did to Simon, I felt like that added to everything, and she was just completely over. That's why I felt like they closed the curtains whenever he was looking in, because she didn't want that nigga to even look at the baby. That's how I saw it,
bro. She gonna get
that's what happened.
Maybe
she gonna get over it, bro.
I don't know. Maybe she's getting a divorce. We don't know. That's how I think she's done with it.
Yeah, good luck.
Maybe she's not.
No job.
I think
brand new. No job. Brand new baby. Divorcing this nigga. Good luck.
She can't get a job.
Not like
Simon's
job. Simon got fired though. So
what was her job?
She was Simon like a designer or consultant or whatever the fuck.
Simon definitely ain't got no job. That nigga got fired, right?
Let's talk about Simon, man. Like y'all said he a bitch ass nigga, and I agree, but not that he a bitch ass nigga like niggas to be.
I don't think he a bitch ass nigga like.
No, I think he a bitch ass nigga like a hoe ass nigga like.
No, but he like I said, he was like the epitome of a bully will only pick on who they can get away with picking on. He picked on Gordo and fucking Danny, bro.
But I think they were just the people that were there, KTL.
I feel like if he had, like Slim said, if he had anybody else that he had to hold or fuck over, pause.
Yeah. Hey, Pools, let's put it like this.
If it's
KTL, let's put it like this.
Got on his ass, he not doing it.
No, let's put it like this, KTL. Let's say Danny wasn't that nigga. Let's say Danny was just a tough ass nigga, but he was finna be in line for this nigga job. I think he would have did the same shit to Danny. That nigga only cared about himself. He didn't give a fuck about nobody else.
He didn't even.
I ain't going. Me personally.
He didn't think that nigga Danny he would ever see or hear from Danny again. That nigga just pulled up and threw a rock through his shit. Like
and it's only because Danny was he only did that because Danny was in line to get his job and he wanted to get the job, so he did some fucked up shit.
Fuck nigga boy.
I don't think it had nothing to do with what Danny looked like.
Man,
Simon might beat your ass. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I hear you, bro.
That nigga gonna kick the shit out of KTL.
He ain't get active with nobody.
He gonna spread a rumor about you. And all the battle rap is not gonna like you anymore.
KTL, he got active with everybody he needed to.
He didn't get it thrown. He didn't throw a single punch. He had a bat. He never used that bitch. He
would have though. He kicked the fuck out Gordo.
He ain't do nothing.
Well, he tackled the shit out Danny, and he was gonna beat his ass.
Ooh.
Then niggas was like, nah, that's my man.
But he did kick the nigga.
He pushed him over. Ooh.
And he definitely tackled Danny when he didn't know who Danny was. He was running away.
Hey, you sleep. Simon ain't no hoe.
He pushed him over.
Pools. That nigga didn't know who Danny was running away. He just went out there and tackled the nigga.
He was finna get on buddy ass. Oh, no, that's my man. Leave him alone. They had to say that.
KGL, he didn't know who he was.
Danny went out like a hoe. Nigga was screaming.
Hey, Pools Roots, man. Let's talk about a real fucking hoe. This nigga Greg, KTL. Greg is a bitch ass nigga.
I don't even understand. Like, who is Greg? The nigga who his wife ran up on and was like, what happened?
Yeah, his friend from back in the day. That nigga's a bitch.
So what did he do to make him a bitch?
Go ahead, KTL. Why is your name Greg?
No, you had it. No, go ahead.
Yeah, but I before I disrespect you and your name, I didn't know why your name is Greg. What made you change your name to Greg?
Because he's the only non-piece of shit in this movie.
But he was a bitch ass nigga.
Don't never tell my wife no shit, bitch ass nigga.
So, you're wrong, but
why would you tell my wife some shit about me? And you my man.
Because I don't owe you a fucking thing.
Oh,
you don't owe his wife shit either. You don't even know this bitch.
But that's cool, Slim. Here's what I'm saying is that I don't owe you loyalty to keep your secret about your fuckery. He didn't even want to tell that bitch nothing at first.
But he did.
He did it, and you can try to make that out to be some bitch.
And that's the problem.
But I can say what the fuck I want at any point in time to anybody. I'm
man,
a grown
Greg
ass
was
man.
right along with Simon back in the day doing all that shit.
Yeah, and then he went and fixed his fuck up, and guess what?
So that means
his
you gotta
wife
snitch
ain't
on
had
that
no
man?
rape baby.
You gotta tell on him to his wife?
Like, what are we doing here?
Hey, Bulls, y'all know what that nigga? Y'all know what that nigga Greg said?
I'm serious.
That
Bulls,
nigga Greg,
like, buddy
Greg,
out here. All right, bro.
Greg told him, he was like, yeah, Simon was a bully, man. He had a real mean. You sound like a bitch. What's wrong with you?
He said that nigga had a mean streak.
He had a real mean streak.
Was he wrong?
Why are you telling this man wife this shit like this?
You can't
do
that, bro.
Because I'm a grown man
was a
and I can use whatever words in whatever order I want to talk to another adult.
I can't believe
or you cannot say anything.
Ooh.
Yeah, I see what type of nigga KTL.
I feel bad KTL high school friends, man.
Bro, that's crazy. This man wife ran down on you and you just don't tell everything she want to know just because she ran down.
Honest, bro.
That nigga KTL a fool.
Hey, if you made up some shit about how a boy at school got raped and he got sent off and his pops tried to kill him and some more shit, yeah, like I don't gotta hold your secret. Eat a dick.
Hey, okay. So what about whenever she first asked, like Greg said, go talk to your husband about it, and she kept pressing him about it, and he finally folded. His first sentence was go talk to your husband about it. From that moment on, he don't have to say anything. He say just go talk to your husband.
Let me explain something to you, Slim, because I'm not sure that you're fully understanding.
Corny this, right? Character.
A motherfucker did not fold because like this woman's gonna put some pressure on me. They folded because at first
he had no reason to fold.
Was hey, go talk to your husband because. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't a conversation. You know, like he should be the one to tell you.
Right.
It's not about like I'm gonna keep this secret and then you overwhelm me with your
go back to what you just said. I agree with what you just said. It ain't a conversation for him and her to have. So why did he?
Because that bitch felt like it was a conversation for him and her to
have.
Who
cares how she feels?
Oh, now you don't care all of a sudden.
He didn't. I don't give a fuck. He said, KTL, you was right when he said he felt like that wasn't a conversation for him. I'm not going to tell on this man to his wife. Like,
that's just some bitch ass shit.
When I was right along there doing it with him.
Here's what I'm saying, right? Is that it's one of those things where, like, the bitch assness of it is like, oh, yeah, like, you know, you went and told my wife about some shit that, like, you know, I did
20 years ago. You don't know her at all.
But here's the problem, right? Like, it's not the same as, like, telling somebody wife that like, oh, I saw your husband, you know, kissing a bitch at a party or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, like back when we was in school, he did some fuck ass shit, and that's why Buddy on his ass for real.
Like, you wouldn't even know his ass like that.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? That's the same nigga. That's the same shit a nigga that's dirty macking to do. He'll go and say some bad shit about a nigga to a bitch.
Yeah. That's you mean like Simon? Shit.
What did Simon do?
Dirty Mac the entire movie. Dirty Mac the man out his job.
That ain't Dirty Mac.
Career.
Nah, that ain't the
same. That's just spreading like a gossip girl. No, Dirty Mac is like you trying to get a bitch, so you spread.
So you put another nigga down.
Yeah. No.
Simon was trying to get a job, so he went and lied on a nigga.
Oh, I'm not done. Don't you worry. He cost a motherfucker his job and his promotion. He cost a motherfucker his high school and his regular life and his relationship.
Bro, he didn't cause the nigga his high school, bro.
All right, bro.
That shit is insane, bro.
And KTL, that's a little bit different for me because
I bet it is.
Let me tell you why. I'll explain why. I'll explain why. Let me explain why.
Yeah, I see what. All right,
let me explain. The reason I think that's a little different is because we're talking about intention. And when you talk about what Greg did, or when we talked about Dirty Mac or whatever, that's about intention. You're doing this, and your intention is to do this for that reason. Now, when you talk about Simon, what he did, and the consequences that happened with Gordo, Simon didn't intentionally do that, and I think Greg even said it. Like Simon didn't know. Simon didn't know that man's life was going to get fucked up like that. He was just out there being he was being a regular high school
nigga
bully.
High school,
it's a lot of bullies in high school, and that's all he was. It's just a regular high school bully. He wasn't trying to make that man pops kill him or nothing like that. It just was a consequence of what happened. And so when you talk about what Greg did, Greg's intentions was to tell this man's wife on him about some shit that happened 20 years ago, and he don't even know this man's wife. and that was your partner. That was your partner.
That was your cool. Partner.
Like I don't agree. Greg a bitch to me.
If my partner done raped somebody, I don't gotta keep being partner.
He didn't rape nobody.
That didn't happen though, bro.
Hey,
that's
watch
not
this.
True.
Hey, Slim. If my partner done robbed a motherfucker out a bunch of money, I don't gotta keep being partner.
Why didn't you? Okay.
I don't gotta be your partner from 20 years ago.
I got you. I got you, KTL. I got you. Okay. So why you didn't tell it 20 years ago then?
Because back then I was a fucking dickhead.
Man, the problem
it's not a question. I was a dickhead back. That was the
you was right along with him.
It don't even start with this nigga Greg though, bro.
That I said at the start of the podcast, Slim.
You know what I would have
did? This motherfucker is literally the proof that all you had to do was say you're sorry, and this shit wouldn't have happened to you. Like,
bro, no fun.
That's literally all you had to do.
Immediately, bro. Soon as if this was me, the movie would have been over in 10 minutes, bro. I would have saw this nigga at the furniture
store.
Tell
him from the jump, bro.
I would be like, bro, like I ain't mean that shit back in the day. I know you went through a lot, bro.
Like it's so.
And even if I didn't do that, I would have told my wife the same day, bro. I hold the shit out that nigga when we was little.
Yeah,
Simon was lying about it. That's the thing. He was trying to lie about it.
That's literally the entire point, bro. Is that like all of this shit was widely avoidable, but a motherfucker was out here trying to like he just couldn't get over his own ego. You know
that nigga tried to start holding his wife too after that. When she confronted him, he was like, "Make you think about."
He
all
said,
the
"We're not talking about this anymore." He just refused to apologize.
Nah, he did. He said some worse shit than that.
He said, "It make you think about all the girls in high school that treated you like shit."
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what's up with this nigga? Like this nigga,
like she slapped the fuck out that nigga.
Why is he like that though? Like, why you?
That's kind of crazy, bro. Boy. That nigga was different. That was kind of crazy.
Nigga was pissed.
That shit lame as a bitch.
You asking me about this Gordo nigga, man.
Hey, so what y'all thought about the plot as a whole, man?
We've been discussing the plot the whole time.
Yeah. What's your overall thoughts?
I mean, I guess it was a attention keeper, but. Simon his ass, man. That's all I can say, bro.
I like the story of it. I like how it kind of progressed. For me, from the beginning, because I've seen it twice, but I'll probably try to think back to the first time I watched it last year because I didn't remember that I saw it. But for me, it's like it's kind of tension from the beginning. Like once you get introduced to Gordo, because it's like he's kind of he gives off a creepy vibe, and you don't really know what he's doing. He's just popping up, he's leaving gifts, and then when they show like the revelations of him seeing Simon fucking over him, like when he read the shit on the board, it's like, okay, what this nigga finna do? When he's face to face with Simon and he say, nah, it's too late, you had your chance, it's like, okay, what this nigga finna do? Once Simon get on his ass, it's like, okay, this nigga he gonna do something. So it's like it was like a bunch of tension, I feel like, that was built up from the Gordo character, and it was kind of like you said, it was a tension, keeping my attention, but it was kind of making me see like, where the fuck is this finna go? What is this nigga finna do? Type shit. So that's how it was for me.
Shout out to the writer, you know.
Can I ask y'all something? You back too, right? Roots, you here, right?
Yeah.
All right, can I like I said, I didn't put this movie on since like I think 2018, but I fall asleep every time. This is my first time watching it all the way through. No funny shit. Pause. Did y'all not feel like that nigga did some sexual shit to this? Like they wasn't. I feel like they was alluding to that shit. Like,
this is the thing.
Well, that's why his wife had access shit.
And she definitely asked it, but I had seen this a while back, but I didn't know what it was. I think somebody else put it on, and I just happened to be watching it with them. Whatever. That's a funny ass face for this. That's hilarious. That nigga looked mischievous as fuck.
That nigga do like he looked like a nigga that do some shit.
Bro, he looked like he up to some shit, bro. Like he knows some shit. But goddamn,
yeah, I did it.
So the only reason
but what about that nigga, bro? Like this nigga look crazy.
I kind of was feeling bad for that nigga.
I felt bad for him a little bit, but at the same time, like, bro, like I said before, stop pulling up to my motherfucking house, nigga.
Stop pulling up to my fucking house.
But,
oh my god.
Yeah, the fucking asshole Simon and fucking that's crazy after that shit that we just said.
Yep.
Asshole Simon. Anyway,
you have to repeat it.
yeah, I don't know why.
But yeah, so the only reason I was thinking it is because like we discussed it last week and Puos had brought it up. And so I was thinking that, kind of like trying to, I guess, prepare myself for if that's the case. But then it never came up. And so like I don't know if that was like a original thought of mine to think that this nigga was a sodomizer.
That didn't come like when
sodomizer.
When they was like that nigga Gordo got found getting molested by a kid. You ain't think like, oh, that's that nigga Simon was doing that.
But only because you brought it up. I didn't think that the first time I watched this.
You don't. Why not though?
I just didn't. I don't know. I don't
feel like that nigga was trying to get back because that nigga did some weird shit to him when they was kids. That's what I
mean.
thought.
It's some weird shit to make up. Like you gonna make up a whole lot to say you saw some gay shit. Like
that's really
that's weird,
like, bro. That's an indictment on like how wild like high school and school in general is. Like motherfuckers could really like go out there and say some shit, and it has no foundational basis at all. He gets a second motherfucker to back him up, and all of a sudden that bitch is just, like that's a fact.
Bro,
now,
Hold on, bro. Think about how stupid this shit is. This is really stupid. Okay, this nigga said he seen another kid molesting this nigga in the car.
Yeah.
First of all, you gotta walk by a random car and see that. That's number one. Second of all, who the fuck was the other kid, nigga? Why didn't y'all bring him to justice? Like, if I was Gordo, I was like, well, who the nigga is who did it to me? If it happened,
hey, Puo,
Gordo a bitch, bro. He don't get no sympathy. He get him out of
here. He got away with it, but he didn't get away
with
it.
But Puo, the way I view Gordo is, I'm assuming the same way he was as an adult is the same way he was as a kid. And if you see, like, even whenever maybe it was just an act, but at the beginning when he saw the shit that Simon wrote on the board, like, he didn't say nothing, he didn't flash. The nigga just walked out and he took the trash out like a good guy. Like, I don't think he was like no nigga that was just like a confrontational nigga or just he don't speak out.
You also gotta take into. Did you remember the rap sheet that she read off of this nigga? Or whoever the fuck read that shit off? They said that he fucking kidnapped a child or like had contact with a child at some fucking point. Nigga got locked. Gordo, bro. He had a whole ass rap sheet. He abducted a kid, motherfucker, broke in somebody's house, goddamn discharged from the army, probably did some weird shit to another soldier. Like, he had a rap sheet, bro.
But no, what I'm saying is I'm talking about when he was a kid. And so when I say it might have been an act, is because like towards the end we see he's actually like KTL said, he's like a, I don't know how you describe it, but he wasn't what he seemed. But at the beginning, he seemed like he was innocent, harmless, didn't really want to say much. He didn't want confrontation. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like maybe he was like that as a child, and that's why he didn't speak out.
I'm not giving him that. He broke into somebody else's house and act like it was his and showed it to niggas like I'm not.
Yeah, but he's an adult now.
I'm not giving him
went
that.
From a weird kid to a weird adult, bro. Like, just being honest with you, like and you gotta be somewhat weird for the entire school to call you weird, but like weird was like much worse than it is now. Like, now weird is like, it's all right. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think, now that we've seen this entire movie, I don't think I've ever thought about this, but I'm gonna ask y'all, do y'all think that plan that he executed at the end was set up from the very beginning? Like, the first time he showed up to drop off a gift, was that part of his plan?
Like, because with the note and shit, he said, I was hoping that we could let bygones be bygones. Like, he was really just trying to be friendly but he didn't know how to bring up the past shit.
That's a fact. Like, he said that. I forgot about that.
There wasn't, in a way, he was trying to be non-confrontational, because he, like any other nigga, I feel like would have pressed the issue with that nigga. Like, hey, nigga, you said blah blah blah.
And he said he gave him a chance to apologize. So yeah, I think he was trying to be on a different type time. Go ahead, Art.
Yeah, I was about to say that. So.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
I was about to say that. I feel like he gave a chance to, like, when
Yeah, you sound.
Nah.
That's what
Turn your Wi-Fi off.
That nigga never sounded like this before in his life.
That nigga sounds like an Autobot.
Was it your Wi-Fi?
Y'all,
yeah,
Are you
bro, I don't
good
know
now?
why I
You
like
good?
that.
Yeah.
boy.
It's
Go ahead,
Wi-Fi
you
on.
good
It's strong as hell.
Turn it off.
You good? Go ahead. You good now?
Y'all hoes.
No, I was gonna say, I say he gave him a chance, but I feel like when he recorded him in the house and all that shit, it was a chance that he,
Oh, it wasn't no chance.
Oh well, yeah. Hold on,
right.
because he was recording them early. That little conversation they had at the dinner table and shit. I think this might have been like right after
they had a
left
few
or some
dinner
shit.
table scenes though, so I don't know which one it was.
But they were all of most
when
of
he was in
the
this
one that he
fake house.
showed. That was
house.
early.
That was when he was in the people's house.
Not the audio recording.
Nah. He's talking about they were sitting at a table. Him and his wife were sitting at a table. And I don't know which scene that was, but they had a couple of them where they were sitting at the table.
If you could tell me what they were saying, I'll remember what scene it was. Like
that was whenever he said that gay shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
He was out there walking around like, you know what I'm saying, with his finger pretending to be a AO. And
that was in his house. That was in the Gordo fake house.
No, that's not what he's talking about.
In the video recording.
Yeah, what Roos is talking about is he's talking about at the end of the movie. Whenever he was playing the video, it showed that Gordo was standing outside recording them, and they were sitting at a table. But I don't know what scene that was, where it was him and his wife sitting at a table talking.
But basically, I bring that up to say maybe that was his plan, but he was trying to give him a chance to apologize before he executed that shit.
That nigga Gordo funny as shit.
But he definitely was
but that nigga
like shit out of these niggas.
That nigga escaped on that elevator. That nigga
was smiling, bro.
That nigga saw me.
Grin at his dumb ass.
That nigga saw me. You sick son of a bitch.
You sick son of a bitch.
The elevator was closing. That nigga was smiling.
That ride down for it was like 6 motherfuckers on that elevator, bro. That shit must have been awkward as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what that guy was mad about. These crazies in this hospital, am I
right? he mad because I ain't hold the door for him. Fuck out of here, nigga.
You gonna call somebody a sick son of a bitch for closing the elevator on you?
Close the door.
Hey, how do you know your name? Name badge, man. You know, they made me get like.
Another thing, bro. When he walked, like when Gordo got away, he walked outside and he called him bro name. Like Gordo, like, why the fuck would he come out there? Like you wasting your time saying the nigga name.
Hey, Pujols, at the end, whenever Gordo called him on the phone. That nigga was trying to talk, and he hold that nigga the same way he hold.
Hey,
well, he didn't hold him.
Power through this.
Yeah, but I'll say this: he didn't hold him when he said that in the house. But when Gordo said it, he was holding.
He was
no, I don't think that's holding.
He did. That is.
I don't think that's holding. I think he has something to say.
It was in the same just manner that he was trying to bully his wife, where he's trying to control the power dynamic of the conversation.
Give us a few seconds.
Started to say something. He was like, "No, shut the fuck up."
I don't really look at that the same way as like hoeing though. I just looked at that like,
Slim, shut the fuck up. Let me just get to it.
But that ain't what he said to him.
That's pretty much what he said, bro.
Yeah, bro. He said, "Hold on, let me just power through this, and then you can."
Yeah, but this is the thing because. He was breaking it to him that look, bro, we don't want you to come around, and so that's why I think he told him like, listen, don't interrupt me.
Stay away from my fucking wife.
But he didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like he was. I don't feel like he was saying that in a disrespectful way to hold a nigga. He was basically saying what we said we would have told him from the beginning. He just took half the movie to tell him. I don't think he was trying to hold him right there.
Yeah,
I think he was just letting that nigga
40
know.
minutes to tell Cuz stop throwing popcorn at him.
Yeah. Can you please stop throwing popcorn this way?
Can you please stop showing up?
That's what a nigga said. Hey, Pools, a nigga. I told the story on the podcast yesterday, man. I'll tell it off there.
Oh, a nigga hold you?
Not me.
He witnessed the hoeing though.
It was a nigga next to me. It was a nigga next to me, bro. And it was like 40 minutes into the movie of Into the Spider-Verse. Across the Spider-Verse.
It was a grown man, or it was like a.
I think it was a kid next to me, but it could have been just a fat man. But I think it was a kid.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. but
what? Like he didn't say.
But Pugos, it was a heartfelt scene, and then the nigga turned around because we sit all the way at the top. I was at the top. A nigga turned around and was like, "Hey, can you please stop throwing popcorn this way?" In the middle of the movie, bro.
I don't think that's hoeing, bitch. Why are you throwing popcorn?
It's been 40 minutes, boy. I don't think he was popcorn for 40 minutes.
He was getting hold. Then he finally.
Pause. It took him 40 minutes to
straw,
go.
Nigga,
this is the last straw.
Nigga, pause. Nigga, grew some nuts. Nigga, let a nigga take one more popcorn.
I think that nigga had his pops next to him too. The nigga that was allegedly.
And his pops didn't say a bitch ass.
His pops didn't say nothing. Pops knew, like Pops a hoe for letting a nigga throw popcorn at him.
I wasn't looking. I was looking at the screen, so I don't know if popcorn was flying. But my thing is, if popcorn wasn't flying, then why would he say that? He had to been throwing popcorn. Why would a nigga just say that?
Might have been like a prank. Like I'm just gonna say, stop throwing popcorn.
It ain't sound like no. Well, the nigga ain't say I wasn't throwing popcorn. He
nigga got shook.
That nigga just got pressed and sat there. Shut the fuck
nigga got shook.
That nigga took responsibility.
Oh my
you right. I shouldn't have been doing that.
They said it might have been a prank.
I ain't gonna throw no more. Nigga ain't even throw that.
Hey man, let's
your popcorn been empty for 20 minutes.
Let a random nigga tell me some shit that I'm not doing in the movie.
We gotta fight.
I'm gonna lose control.
Come on, bro. Let's do the ratings.
I ain't doing bitch ass thing to you.
Because I mean, I can understand if I'm actually doing it. I'm gonna
chill out, dog.
But you gotta think about it. If I'm actually throwing popcorn, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna chill. But if a nigga be like, nigga, stop throwing bitch ass nigga, I ain't fucking talking about, nigga.
At that point, if you wasn't doing it and he pressed you for doing it, at that point you gotta do it.
Like, the shit out that nigga.
The shit out of him with the popcorn, bro.
Like, got to.
Y'all gonna get beat the fuck up.
Let's get to the
final thoughts. I'll take my L, nigga.
Let's get to the final thoughts.
Fuck up, yo.
Shank the shit out of nigga.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts, man. To the movie theater. Hold on. This nigga takes a fucking shank to the movie theater.
Gotta keep a little blade on you, my boy.
Man, what the fuck is this? Final thoughts.
That's Pujols department.
Let's start with somebody else first. I'm trying to see what this shit is. Art sent me some shit. But
Pujols, man.
Yeah, somebody start.
Oh, it's on me first? Okay.
You goddamn right.
All right, cool movie, man. Very weird. I seen it a couple years ago. I seen that shit like last year also. Keep falling asleep on it. But it wasn't because it's ass. It's just nigga, I be tired, bro. Nigga work like a motherfucker. But Gordo, weird ass nigga. Simon, bitch ass, hoe ass nigga. His wife, too nice. Shouldn't have been that nice. Greg, pointless character. He was ass. Danny,
talking about you,
what was Danny McDonald?
About popcorn.
Danny McDonald is the only character that I could understand why he did what he did. Cause bitch ass nigga, why you hold me? And
Danny, not Donnie.
Danny McDonald, he said.
Yeah, Danny McDonald. And yeah, Gordo, you really played a weird ass nigga very well. Simon, you played a fuck nigga very well. Every character acted amazing to me, but it wasn't good enough to get a crazy rating. Fuck niggas. You're getting a 6.5. And only getting a 6.5 because that
final line
that my nigga Gordo said, that shit was crazy, bro. That was the line of the movie. 6.5, bitch ass niggas. Goofy. And I would watch it again, but it ain't shit. 6.5.
All right, KT, go ahead, bro.
Me? All right.
That nigga just wanted to say
that. I really don't hey, watch your mouth. Hey, shut the fuck up. I'll let you talk when I'm done. All right, so
I'm throwing popcorn this way, man.
I felt like I didn't really get like the feeling of suspense from this movie. Like I was never intimidated by this Gordo kid. He was a
not one time,
goofball, man. I wasn't scared that he was gonna do something. He didn't seem like he had bad intentions. He just seemed like a goofball who had got hold and wanted his vengeance. I knew he had some type of plot and he was finna like fuck Buddy over, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't get the suspense vibe really. Like there was good acting, you know, but like I was not suspended, if you will. Like I say, good acting, a good cast as well, you know what I'm saying? Some recognizable names. I think it's a good like a good plot, you know, like I think it's an interesting plot. I don't think it's something that I've seen done in this manner a whole bunch of times. Not a movie I was familiar with. It was okay. I I might also give it a 6.5. I was finna give it a 7, but like as we talked about this, like I realized that like like the intent of the movie did not come across to me in the manner in which it was intended. It's solid, you know what I'm saying, but like I don't know if I would just watch it again because,
All right, go ahead, Roots.
All right, man. Like I said, I had seen this movie a while back. This is my first time watching it from start to finish and whatnot. So, yeah, Gordo played a weird ass nigga. That was the. I think Simon was every Disney high school bully, but grown up at this point. Because this type, I never seen, give me your lunch money type shit. Like, I ain't never seen no type of bullying like that in real life, bro. Like, motherfuckers got beat the fuck up in my school every fucking day for doing or saying some dumb shit. Like, I got bullied once in 3rd grade for like 3 days, and then I beat that nigga the fuck up. Like, that's what you gotta do, bro. Yeah, like, and that's another thing. This is, I think I made mention of this on the last show. You can't be a grown man and not know how to physically defend yourself, bro. There was absolutely no reason why Simon should have been able to hold that nigga like that. Like, nigga, he just snatched, bro. He snatched papers and shit. No, he didn't knock it down, bro. He had already put that shit.
Can I say one thing?
Listen, hold on, real quick.
After you.
Yeah, I got you. Listen, bro. He had picked that shit up off the ground, put it in his trunk. Simon bitch ass snatched it out the trunk and sprayed the damn papers everywhere. At that point, I'm beating you the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. We gonna scrap in this back alley, bro. And one of us not leaving here intact, bro.
Hey, Ruse, he pushed him down because he didn't want to accept the apology, bro.
Oh, fuck your apology, bitch ass, bro. I'll kill you in this motherfucking shit.
Hey, Ruse, let me say this, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Say this, bro. I feel like Simon did that. Not Simon. Gordo did that shit on purpose. Like, oh, it's too late for that.
Oh,
yeah, like, nigga, I know what I did already, nigga.
He knew what he was gonna do.
That's what I was finna say.
I got a baby out your bitch. Like, you can do all this. I got a baby out your bitch, and you finna find out really
I
soon.
got a baby out your bitch.
I don't care if I already executed my vengeance, bro. Don't put your motherfucking hands on my shit or me, or I'm stomping you the fuck out in this motherfucker. I don't give a damn how drunk you is. Bitch ass nigga, we ain't little no more.
That nigga wasn't even drunk.
That nigga wasn't even drunk.
Nah, Simon was drunk. He has been sitting at the bar the whole time.
That nigga
boy was sipping daiquiris like a bitch.
That nigga wasn't drunk. That nigga wanted to do that shit.
Took 2 shots of whiskey and went and trying to smoke some shit and apologize at the same time. Bitch ass nigga, I will kill you in this damn alley. What the hell wrong with you?
He wasn't gonna kill him in that damn alley though.
Man, shit. But
right,
look, man. Like I said, the movie was entertaining to talk shit about. I think that's what the thing was. Like, it wasn't one of those, oh shit, I'm so excited to see what happens next. It's like it gives you a chance to just talk shit about how stupid everybody on the fucking screen is. So it's entertaining in that fact. But because of that, I probably won't watch it again, to be honest with you. The acting was definitely good. The setup and whatnot, the storyline, that all that shit was cool, but it's not, like Paul said, it's not good enough to get a crazy rating. So I'm gonna get this motherfucker 6.8.
Damn.
All right. I got Art's score. He ain't say nothing about it, but Art gave it a 7.7. And
that sound like him.
So so for me, this is more of like a psychological thriller. I feel like. It's not really a lot of high-paced action or kind of like, that you would see in a lot of thrillers. It's more of a psychological thing to where it's like, it's a lot about like betrayal or like manipulation and revenge and shit like that. And so
you had to have looked that word up. There's no way.
Well,
revenge?
No, there's no way you just use nebulation in a casual.
You said manipulation.
I said
manipulation, bro.
I don't even know that word you're talking about.
Yeah,
he drunk as hell.
No,
nebulation.
No, right.
Nigga just tried to throw some popcorn at me while I'm doing my rating.
Hey, look, he a hater because he thought you didn't know the word. Like,
hating ass nigga.
Yeah, even if I did say that word,
I can prove it.
That nigga said, "You're not smart enough to know
I
that
can
word."
prove it.
No, like this nigga's crazy.
That might be some Simon shit you trying to prove right now, bro.
That's some Greg shit. That's some Greg shit he over here doing.
I can prove it.
All right, but look though. So this is my third time that I know of watching this movie. So I had seen it before and I didn't remember. So when I watched it last year or this year, I believe it was last year. When I watched it last year, I paid attention to it and I was like, yeah, I kind of remember a lot of this shit. And so I was more into it last year. When I didn't really pay attention to that extent this time because obviously I knew exactly what was going to happen. I knew everything that was going on. And so I was watching it, but I was kind of like, I wasn't giving it my full attention like I would on my first watch or second watch or something like that. And so for me, I think this I think it was good when it comes to like suspense, only because kind of what I explained earlier about I think Gordo was the character that kind of had the real intrigue to him. Simon, we kind of saw the progression of Simon and what he was throughout the movie. Like from the very beginning, we didn't really know he was a fucking dickhead, but it was like little hints here and there. And then to the end of the movie, we kind of see what the fuck he is, and you know, now there's consequences to these situations and everything. And so I think the reason the movie was good to me is because of Gordo. I think Gordo made this entire movie, and his plan at the end was a fucking fire plan. I feel like where he just mind fucked the fuck out of these people. And so I saw that they had an alternate ending where in the alternate ending they revealed that Gordo didn't rape her at all. What he did was
didn't?
In the alternate ending he didn't. This ending is open for interpretation. So I'm guessing they made another ending where they kind of showed what happened and it's not open for interpretation. And so what they said was that Gordo didn't actually rape her, but he did that shit to where he was manipulating Simon and he wanted to plant that poison in his mind, which is kind of the reason for that line. The line that he said about the poison. I don't know what it was. See what happens when you poison other people's minds with ideas. So he poisoned Simon's mind with the ideas from all the tapes that he sent them and everything. Is like, I might have done this with your wife. I even told him on the call, I might have done this with your wife. I or maybe I didn't, but you'll never know type shit because he wanted to fuck with that nigga head. Pause.
Yep. Wow.
He told that nigga it's all in the eyes.
Yeah, facts.
That boy was trying to look at the baby eyes.
That shit was so fire, bro.
That shit was fire. Also, how did they get that baby to focus on one point for that goddamn long?
He seen his father.
Or did he?
Also something about that. I didn't write it down. Boy. I didn't take no note of it, but I saw that actually Gordo had to he had to wear contacts. He wore some white contacts or something, or he wore some kind of contacts and he dyed his hair for this character because that's not how he actually looks. Apparently he got blue eyes. Yeah, apparently he got blue eyes in real life.
Why they wouldn't be like black contacts?
I don't know what color the contacts was. I don't know.
Does it matter, Pools?
White contacts make you look like the Hobson nigga.
Okay. Fire.
I don't know. But yeah, so apparently he changed his appearance to play this role. So that was just something I mentioned because you said the eye thing. So pretty much I like the movie, particularly because of Gordo's role. I think he kind of made the movie. I don't think it would be a movie without well, I mean literally he made the movie, but it wouldn't be it would be no intrigue without Gordo's character.
Thanks.
So for me, I give this movie an 8. And with that being said, the final score for The Gift is a 7.1.
That's dope.
Now, what I was trying to figure out when I told y'all to go first was Art sent me his movie, and I was trying to clarify the correct version of this movie. I think I know what it is, but he never responded, so I'm going to go ahead and announce what I think it is. So for next week, This is Art's choice. Let me go ahead and upload this picture here.
Christ almighty.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
No.
Nigga told me I should have been did it like I've been had the picture. Yeah. we know Art, man. Art is a guy, he gives us Lords of Dogtown, Motherfuckers.
I hate him.
What's the Denzel Washington one? Mo Better Blues.
Bateman playing the flute. I think that was the name.
Mo Better Blues. So now we back at another Art pick, man.
Oh God.
So next week on the Real Rap Coalition podcast, we have, I believe the year is 1997.
I'm gonna put hands on dude,
bro.
I'm gonna put hands on him.
Hey. You don't even know what it is, KTL. Why you gonna put hands on him?
Fuck. All right, bro. Go ahead.
Why you gonna put hands on him, KTL?
Just say 97.
Go ahead, Slim.
You don't like 1997 movies? I think Enemy of the State was like. What was Enemy of the State like? What was Enemy of the State? That was 97.
He just said I was too, bro.
Hey, Pools, I believe Enemy of the State was like 97.
But mashed up.
That movie wasn't shit though.
KTL, you like Enemy of the State? You did.
I was two. I was one then.
That nigga pissed.
But I always go with an open mind, Paul. So like whatever, I'm gonna watch it.
All right, man.
My shit next week anyway.
Next week's movie we have. I don't really know a lot of actors.
Bro, stop stalling.
That nigga scared. It must be ass.
Normally I say the actors' names, but I don't really know a lot of actors.
No, you don't. You just say the year in the movie.
Bro, we've all seen Liar Liar. It's Jim Carrey, Slim.
You don't even watch the podcast, Fools. You don't know what I say. I said it
I'll be on the podcast, nigga. Except for last
I said it last week.
He be on the podcast and he pull up to the episodes. Don't hold my
So tell him he's wrong, Roots.
What's wrong with you?
I say the cast when I do this. I don't know these niggas except one nigga was in Let It Shine. He was the
that's a church
I'm
song.
finna leave, boy.
What is that?
Next week, man, on the podcast we got 12 Angry Men.
Oh my!
That shit look ass. It's probably dope, but that look ass.
KTL said, "Oh my god!"
It's about. I thought it was okay. It's about a jury.
I'm all right. All right, I'm cool with it.
It's widely considered a classic. We'll find out. Real Rap Coalition. Before Slim can fuck us over anymore, we're out of here.
Hold on, KTL.
No.
One more thing.
Said
what you talking about, boy? What this nigga talking about, man?
And John.
30,000 slurs, nigga.
We out, man. Well, we can't be out yet. I gotta reload. This shit is fucking up.
Jesus Christ.
Is it over?
No, we're done.